All right, we are live. What's going on, FNG? This
Hey
is your
now.
owner. This is your owner, Dillard Hall, aka the Browns. Um, I didn't win
AKA the former champ.
the former.
AKA no
Oh, that
longer
hurts.
the champs.
Oh, that hurts.
AKA 57-1.
Well, it's like 0-52, whatever. We
Oh,
also
that's
got on
fine.
here the Jags owner. We got Stephen Billups. How you
How y'all
doing, sir?
feeling? Yes, sir.
And we
Doing
got
well.
the triple OG, the 49ers owner, Tony Tranks. How you doing, sir?
Greetings, everyone.
All right, all right. So we're gonna get right into it. For one, we had a great season two of
Yeah.
Madden 19.
Yes, we
Um,
did. Yes, we did.
let me turn my phone down because I'm trying to look at the live comments at the same time. Um, I just told Billups I did not predict Reggie Sawyer winning the Super Bowl, but
Yeah,
he won it
I predicted it
hands
last
down.
year. I think.
I'm pretty sure if we
Wait,
go back a couple
you did not predict
episodes,
that.
I said
No, I
I said he
predicted
was
it the
gonna
first
win.
season. The first season. But because of how close you was during the season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I said he was gonna upset you a couple episodes ago. I know that for a fact.
yeah.
Because I didn't think you can beat him 3 times in a row.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Well, even that second time I played him, he should have won that game, but.
yeah.
He threw that long pass to we the champs 3 or 4.
Yeah.
Four.
Yeah.
Yeah. But congratulations to Reggie. That was an excellent game
Big
to
ups.
watch. Yeah, he hands down won that fair and square.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't a van on him or nothing like that. You know?
And we have no advance. I
This,
got
this,
no
this,
penalties. Oh
this
yeah,
the
I just got
first
penalized.
first first season in like 3 years now. We
Yeah.
get that.
So we
Man.
can't. So we now can't call Tony Tranks Commissioner Ass Vance because he's now got his his rights back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Not
100%.
locked up anymore.
Yeah, it's not locked up. Not locked up at all. All right, fellas. So a couple of topics that I told you guys, before we started, we're gonna be talking about is we're gonna talk about the Super Bowl, of course,
Yeah.
power rankings, division leaders, and these are all predictions and all season moves. And any other stuff we could talk about. We could talk about the length of preseason.
Okay.
Every 24 hours, something like that. So
Yeah.
let's go right to the Super Bowl. I know we just touched base on it a little bit, but like I said before, I did not see Reggie making it. I seen him beating me, but I didn't see him making the Super Bowl, and on top of that, winning the Super Bowl, and then really had control of that game.
Keeping it together, right?
Yeah. He had like he'd been there before.
Right.
But based off
Yeah.
the text messages, he ain't been there before because he went ham on me.
Hey,
Well, you're a
should be
division
excited.
rival. You're a division rival, so you're kind of supposed to go ham on you.
Yeah. And I've been talking trash to the last at least 3 Super Bowls came from the AFC. I'm just saying.
You're right.
You know.
Well, we're gonna change that this year.
All right. So y'all got anything to talk about the Super Bowl? Which I know it's been about what 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was a good game. I think Reggie's one of the better owners. To be honest with you, I mean, if you really look at his season last year, he lost against you twice, and every other game was he pretty much won. I can't remember who his third loss was, but I know he had 2 losses late. Was it Tranks? Okay,
If it wasn't me, it was because I know the only person I lost to that I was predicted to lose to that season was I lost to the Cardinals.
Okay.
And I lost to the Seahawks the second time, but I beat everybody and to Dill, of course.
Yeah.
Those are the 3 losses that I took where people were expecting me to lose, and I lost all those. But I beat everybody else. I beat the Bears. I beat the I don't know. The Ravens might have played me during my first 4 games, so no, I don't think I beat them.
Okay. Yeah. So I know he had 2 losses versus Dill.
Mm-hmm.
He had another user loss, and I want to say the rest of his losses were during his suspension.
Okay, maybe
so it wasn't like he had a bad season, and I think definitely the second game versus Dill was close.
Mm-hmm.
The first game I think could have went anywhere until the second half. So I mean, he plays Dill as well as anybody else. So like I said, when it gets down to the playoffs and it's going against the man, the was it 3-time champ? At that point, I mean anything. 4-time champ. Excuse me.
Give the extra.
No disrespect. Once you get past the man, anything can happen at that point. I think that the Seahawks, formerly the Patriots, has been consistent. He's always been one of the top owners. As far as I'm
high
concerned.
ranked. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely he went through a beast of a division. That NFC West, probably hands down, probably the top division in FNG.
Yeah.
And even though he didn't win the league title, I mean, he won the NFC. And he could have went anyway. So it'll be real interesting to see what happens this next season. With Trace coming back, for a full 16 games, we assume.
Fingers crossed. Because I just got penalized a second ago.
Yeah. So the Rams are a really good team. So they're right there. Cardinals. Seahawks. So, I mean, anything can happen in that division. It could be somebody can come out of that division 6-0, and then everybody can come out 3-3. So I mean, it'll be a fun thing to watch.
It's on and popping.
I just thank God I ain't got to play y'all this season. I played that whole division last season. I beat
you swept them.
Yeah, I did.
So
I did, but I don't have to deal with it this year.
They may be happy they don't got to see you. So
no, that ain't the
case. Right.
Only comment I'll have on the champ season was I believe he copied my playbook to beat you, and he took that playbook into the Super Bowl, and he had less offense to deal with, and that's how he took it over.
Yeah.
So basically, he used your playbook better than you did. Then
defensively, yeah, definitely.
Defensively, I could do nothing. He beat me with 20-10. But when I played him, man, it was just he knew my whole playbook. But also, he said he went back and checked some of my games I played.
He probably checked our game.
Right, checked our game. So, my games are recorded.
Yeah, mine too now. Mine too.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I'm following the champ.
You said that you were no longer going to leave him up there. Is that correct, Deal?
I'll leave him up because I'll watch him myself.
Okay. So I think that's one for those who take it serious. And like I said, I think I might have saw one of Diller's game. But he does something that nobody else does. He leaves his games up, and they're up there for like a week, right?
Well, no, 2 weeks. 14 days.
I mean, that's you look at FNG terms. I mean, that's 4 or 5 games they can go back and watch.
Yep.
Which is some real scouting, at the end of the day, So that's whether you're playing him regularly or whether you're just trying to get better. So I mean, he does everyone a major solid. And I definitely would.
That's why I started doing it.
Yeah,
I started doing it because of him. I didn't know Mixer could do it, but I Mixer and he does Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
And once I figured out how you have to do it through the computer, you can't do it through the Xbox.
Exactly.
I left mine up there too because 1, you can self scout, and 2, you can change your tendencies that you have there. And initially, when he was doing it, I wasn't even really scouting him. I was looking to see what can I take from my playbook or what can I take from Dill's tendencies to make me better. Because every time you're exposed to somebody as good as he is, you're going to, even if you lose, you're going to get better. He beat me last season, but I learned and got better. So I'm following the champ or former champ now. And I'm leaving mine up the same way because if someone learns something about my game and forces me to change, I'm going to change. So,
and it's ultimately going to make you better as well.
Yes.
Which is the great thing about it. So, iron sharpens iron, as they say.
Exactly.
So, the better we had, I think we got a lot of great talent. But we talk about the top 10 a lot, but I think teams really through 15 through 18 are some really good teams.
Yeah.
And those guys can beat some of the guys in the top 10. I mean, it's happened, it's proven, it's fact, right? So I mean, it really makes this league extremely enjoyable. I love it.
Yep. Yeah. Season 3 is gonna be nice, man. We talked about season 2 being magical, which I believe it was, but season 3 is gonna be nice because we got some new hitters.
Yes.
Hitters coming back into the league. We have a newcomer, which you talked about earlier, William Creasy.
Yes.
Took over the Broncos.
Billy,
yeah.
I ain't calling the other guy Cat Daddy. I ain't calling him William. That's Pete and Billy.
Pete and Billy.
I can call him Billy because I beat him in preseason.
There you go.
I just played him.
When he get a ring, he be Mr. Creasy. He could be William. He could be whatever you want to do. But
exactly.
That's Billy Jr.
Well, just a quick comment. One, William, we're happy you're there. And
for sure,
I watched his preseason game. I mean, I played him in preseason, and what was it?
I watched the first half of that game, and it was neck and neck. I thought, I mean, I don't know if you put
41,
everything out
21?
there. Yeah, he made a real bad play at the end of the half. I think he did an onside kick, and you got a field goal at the end.
Yeah, I was
and
kind
you were
of
up
disrespected when he did that.
24-21. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, I didn't know what he was doing.
I turned it off after that, but
I was wondering who was that watched that.
Yeah,
I turned it on.
I watched the whole first half just to kind of see what he was doing, see what kind of owner he would be. And like I said, everyone don't put out all the weapons in preseason, but like I said, he was scoring.
He's legit.
So he's a player for sure. So
and I like one thing I told him. I even put it in the league. I said I like his post snap read. I like what he likes to run too. He's kind of balanced offense. As long as he doesn't get too risky with the ball, he's going to be all right. And I'm glad he's here.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. He just got the game, like I said, a couple weeks ago, and because he got Madden, so I got to pick up the show for PlayStation 4.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the deal we got going on, but. The leagues we played back in the day, we ran a league for college football. He was a commissioner for that, so he's definitely dissect Madden. I've been helping him out, labbing and showing him little tricks of the trade, stuff like that. But yeah, he's definitely going to be a problem once he starts learning the different stuff you can do in Madden. So yeah. And then of course we talked about the Redskins owner.
Yeah, Isaiah Nash.
Yep. So he should be an issue. And then I don't know Pete. Pete won a Super Bowl back in 2012, right?
Yeah, he was in Madden.
Was it 2012 or was it 96? I get these confused.
Yeah, you said 95, Madden.
Yeah. No, he was really big with us in Madden 12. I think we got 4 or 5 seasons out of that, and I think he that Madden, the post was really tough for the safeties to stop unless you manually took it out, and he was smart enough to go other places when you manually took the post away. But that route, I might call him post boy Pete or something, but the post got him into the Super Bowl and won it. But Nation, and he beat Nation in that Super Bowl, and the very next Super Bowl, season 3, Nation, got him back and beat him that year. So he was with the Broncos, but Nation was with the Broncos that year. So
nice.
He's good. He's got talent. I believe Zay is better than he is, if I had to compare the two. But he's competitive and he talks a lot of junk. He reminds me more of the Chargers. So he'll be fun to have in the league.
That's good, man. All right. Hey, I love it.
I do have a request. I love what the Chargers did with that post game interview.
Man, that was nasty.
He had his lady and he had the kids. I mean, that was off the chain. And
yes.
I missed the videos that Reggie will put up after a victory. He did it a lot. Yeah. That year he had the Jets, especially, and he did it early with the Ravens. But I mean, those type of things. I'm not, computer literate, by any means, but those make the league fun. I mean, I like those a lot. Much respect to those guys.
Yes. Made it real fun, him doing that. Well, actually, the Seahawks did the same thing when they won.
Yeah, D did it too.
Yeah.
So it was fun, and we when we did the draft, everybody was in the party together. Okay. That was a fun time too. We were all talking about how bad the guys we picked up or how good the guys were, and people posting pictures of the cornerbacks that was drafted. It was real nice. I can't wait for the season.
Yeah, he always making fun of the Patriots owner.
Oh my God!
He drafted a quarterback and he picked up a free agent quarterback, didn't he?
Right, Russell Wilson.
I didn't get that. Yeah.
In the offseason, he picked up Russell Wilson, and I'm telling you right now, both the Redskins and the Seahawks were waiting for one of those big quarterbacks to drop.
Yes.
And his first pick with the one I said in the top 4 picks was a quarterback dude. He was cursing his behind. I could not stop laughing. He just picked up Russell Wilson and picked up a rookie quarterback, and he can't really cut any of them because he's going to take a gigantic hit for it. So it is hilarious.
I know he paid some good money for Russell Wilson because I was in a bidding war with him. He outbid me at the last minute, and I think I might have offered him like $30+ million, like guaranteed a year type stuff. So. So yeah, that's crazy. It's a different style of managing your team. We'll see. He may reap the benefits of it. But
he needs to trade one of them.
You can't. Your cap hit is gonna be ridiculous.
Essentially, if he cuts Russell Wilson, he will take a $33 million hit. $33.1 million. It's the same thing. If he leaves your team without retiring, that is a $33 million cap hit. right?
Jesus.
$33.5 million cap hit.
The drink
Right?
on that one.
He'll save $14.8 million if he cuts him, but he'll take a $33 million penalty.
So it's be a net of $20 million basically.
Right,
know?
exactly. And the rookie, if he cuts the rookie, which was a early first round lottery pick,
it's an early, yeah.
He'll have to get $14 million hit in savings of 1.28. So it's like he should not have drafted a quarterback. He should have drafted a receiver.
Yeah.
Oh, he should have drafted a tight end, a middle linebacker, anything other than that. But how heated Isaiah was that whole draft, I could not stop laughing.
Was that Isaiah or was that
Isaiah Nash?
Tiger.
It was Isaiah Nash.
No.
Right. Tiger already drafted his quarterback last year.
Right.
So, oh my God, that was so funny.
Yeah, that was funny. You're right.
Can't believe he's drafted.
Right. That's funny. What are you about to say, Bill?
I was gonna say the Patriots also drafted a quarterback the year before that in the second or third round as well. So, I mean, that's a lot of equity in your quarterback position.
Well, talking about the draft, how you guys feel about your draft picks?
You can go, Steven.
Well, unfortunately, I had a engagement with a family. That was I think that was Valentine's Day weekend.
Oh.
So I wasn't able to had to be husband, and keep from being FNG is it's part time,
Yeah, I understand that.
But yeah, so I wasn't able to draft, and then unfortunately, because I expected to draft, I didn't get my draft board together. So I got a bunch of guys on my team that I probably would not have chosen to draft. So I had a good opportunity to really build my team because I think I had 6 picks in the first 3 rounds based on some trades, and it just blew it. So yeah.
You got Africa Bambaataa. You got a center, Kevin Armstrong. He's all right.
Yeah, solid. I mean, solid players. Just not the direction I would have went in terms of drafting. That's all. Right. The center, I already had a center in place, so I probably wouldn't have drafted him that high.
Joe Spears.
I'm not really
outside linebacker.
Yep. So I need a linebacker. So that was a solid pickup.
I don't know when you drafted that punter. He's 79 overall though, so it might have been kind of high.
Yeah, he might have been a 3rd round pick, But yeah, I mean African Bambaataa, I changed his name, shout out. But I'm not really a passing team, and he's a big guy, not really the kind of receiver I would have used anyway. Historically, the way this league is run, I see a lot of people draft for speed. It's a lot of guys 90, 95, yeah.
Man, he took my wide receiver that first round. I think he had it was like 90, 95 speed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, I hope nobody else picking him. He showed it to take him.
Yeah. But,
Raymond Tribble.
We'll see what we can make shake. It'll be interesting. I got a couple things in my back pocket how I want to use some of the guys, but when you start drafting guys in the 2nd or 3rd round, you got to use them, right? You're kind of stuck.
Those are almost they should be starters.
Yeah,
if you draft 2 guys in the first 3 rounds and they're not starting on your team, there's a problem.
Yep.
So looking at my draft, I had considering I didn't have a first round pick because of some advanced issues. I like what I got. I ended up. This is probably the first draft I didn't draft the offensive lineman.
Mm-hmm.
I drafted my 2nd round pick. I drafted the outside linebacker, Bill Hickok, 77 overall. But he's the guy's playing off the chain. He reminds me of my other linebacker I drafted last year in the 1st round. I drafted a receiver that he's starting now, and I did not expect him to start in the 3rd round.
That was Hancock.
Yeah, Hancock.
Okay. Yeah.
He was, the guy. He had a great game in his preseason, but it's against computer, so I guess it don't matter. But yeah, Bryant Hancock.
I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, his awareness is not outstanding, but 76 is pretty good for a rookie.
He's got 92 short route running, and he gets open. There's a guy I drafted last year, Cameron Vermiglio, who's got 94 speed, 97 acceleration. I expected him to start when Garcon retired, but because of his route running is 68, 79, and 81, it's not that great. This guy gets open even though he's way slower than the other guy. So that ended up being a pick that was like, okay, well, I guess I gotta keep him. And I drafted the tight end. I drafted him real late. I want to say I drafted him in the 6th round.
That's Brayton.
Yes.
Okay.
Alexander Brayton. Let's see, awards. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I drafted him in the 4th round, so maybe it was higher than I thought. But the dude, he's star progression, 79 speed, 7 for acceleration. He blocks. He has 83 catching traffic, and he's getting open. And at this point, I'm like, I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm just get him in there, start him, and see what he can do because I run 2 tight end formations. So I'm happy with my draft. I like the early picks that I got. Everybody else is on the practice squad if y'all want them. There's really only one piece of talent that left on the practice squad because the cuts were kind of tight. I'll leave that up to you to figure out which one it is.
Right. Yeah. Don't tell that. Don't tell that. Yes, sir.
Yeah, but
just going to the live feed chat. Kick rock Reggie. That's all I'm gonna say.
What'd he say?
Wait a minute. Tillman said he likes your headset.
Oh yeah. Oh great. This is the one I use for Xbox Live, so I figured I'd figure a way to make.
I'm sorry. Isaiah said that. And
he likes the fact that it turns on too.
Yep.
You guys are real fancy over there, man. Diller got a blue one. You got a red one.
Yeah, they both light up too. Mine light up. Yeah. Tillman said you look professional, so.
We get it. Can you hear me now?
Good. Isaiah, we're about to do the top 10 in a minute. Preseason top 10. So he just chimed in real quick.
Okay.
All right. Just real quick, chime in on my draft.
Yeah.
I had 12 picks in this draft, which was crazy.
Picks?
Right. I had 2 first-round picks, 2 second, and 2 third. So I had 6 picks.
The rich get richer, man.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'm satisfied with all my guys. I'm glad I traded. Who did I trade? Landry.
Yeah, that was a stud you traded.
I picked up 2 nice wide receivers in the draft.
I know you changed his name. What was it, like Down Inya or something like that?
Yeah,
something. Yeah, that's a good receiver.
Yeah,
for the draft. I think he was ranked in the 80s, wasn't he?
81.
81, yeah.
That's your
90
first round
speed,
pick.
90 acceleration.
I believe so. Cause I also got a guard.
87 catching, 81 catching traffic, 93 spectacular catch. That guy's a stud.
Yeah,
man, it's a great pickup.
Yeah, he's starting. So, yeah, I'm satisfied. The Browns are happy. The Browns are happy.
Who's your starting 2 receivers? We the champs and Papa Down in you?
Yes, sir.
Wow, those are 2 young rookies.
Yep. Back-to-back years. It's impressive.
Yeah. Rookie of the year right there.
Yeah, I think Diller's draft at the back end of the first round. So, I mean, to get this kind of talent.
I had the 19th pick.
Yeah, he had somebody else's pick.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, I had the Cowboys and I also had the Bills. I think I had the Bills' 2nd round pick.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep. So it worked out. There we go.
Well, you got
championship
loaded in here. I see you got Mark Walker on here as well. It was a rookie last year. So I mean that's 3 young studs you got on your team, man.
Yeah.
Receivers, man.
You should recognize some of those names too.
Yeah. I mean, this reminds me of the the Knights.
Exactly.
North Central Knights. Well, I see some of these names, man.
Dude, I've been doing that for years, man.
Yeah.
I've been doing that for years. All right, so let's get right into it, man. They want to talk about it. Predictions, top 10.
Top 10 predictions?
Yeah, top 10. Power ranking.
All right, let's pull it up.
And it's hard to do it because it's just preseason standings, but
I went. You're not looking at preseason records and basing on that, are you?
No.
Okay.
No. Who do you think is in the top 10? I mean,
yeah. I mean, I would. You want to run down your list, Trey?
Yeah, sure. No, you can go ahead.
Y'all both think.
Well, all right. Obviously, the champ, the Ravens have to be number 1.
Of course.
I cannot put anyone above the guy that just won.
Yeah.
NFC representative is, in my opinion, going to be number 2. It's that simple. So 1 and 2 are real easy. It's 3 to 10 is a little bit difficult.
Yeah.
Now, me personally, after the NFC representative, the Browns got to have it. I mean, there's nobody who's more feared in FNG than the Browns, and they just loaded up with a bunch of draft picks. They're going to be a threat next year.
Yeah. The whole squad is on rookie deals, man. It's ridiculous.
So he's going to be good for as long as we running Madden.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
After that, you could put anybody in there. That's 3.
Yeah.
You can put the Falcons in there because they were giving D the toughest match in there.
Yeah.
Then you have the Cardinals, consummate playoffs team. That's number 5, right? After the Cardinals, you have Nation. And to me, who you want to put in, Nation or the Cardinals for 5? He's just outside at 6, but to me, you could swap them both out. It doesn't matter. But me personally, I'll put the Cardinals over them, and then put the Nation in there at 6, 7, 8, 9. Who else was in the playoffs?
Someone just said
the Bears.
Someone said we should do it backwards, but when you
So I mean, I don't disagree. I mean, it's hard to put everybody in order.
Right.
I think Tillman had an outstanding season.
Mm-hmm.
Beat me twice. So I mean, he definitely he owned the AFC South. It's hard for me, devil's advocate, maybe some jealousy in there. I'm not sure, combination. But it's I know he has longevity.
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell you, he hasn't been amongst the top 10 consistently since I've been in FNG the last 2 Madden. So it's hard for me. To me, it's still like he's not a one-hit wonder. So lack of a better phrase by far. But he had a really good season. I know he played 100 games. I think he always said before to kind of get ready for it. So it's hard for me to put him up there in that top 4 or 5 above some of the other guys you mentioned.
So I had him at 6, so about the same.
Yeah. I don't know if I put him up there. To me, the Bears is a really good team. They had good years under the Texans. They were really good with the Bears. The Chargers, again, he was new his first year, but really good player. But a lot of those guys, you kind of said it, like those guys that are 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, I guess if everyone's gonna have a different opinion about them, whether or not you play those guys.
If I go Texans, Bears, Chargers, you could switch those 3.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8 wouldn't matter, and then 9 and 10 are just whoever's left.
Yeah.
To me, I know we do top 10, but for preseason, to me, anything more than top 5 is you kind of injuries right now. I know when I played the Chargers, Gordon got hurt and Bosa got hurt. I don't know how permanent it was because I didn't even look. So it's too early. But just right away, the thing that feel close is that top 5 I feel real good about. Outside the top 5, you can mix them around. I wouldn't even fight you too hard.
Real quick, I'm typing it up, so let's agree to disagree.
Sure.
I got the top 3. It's Ravens, Seahawks, Browns.
Yeah,
I would agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah.
Who's number 4?
Ravens, Seahawks, Browns. Number 4, the Falcons.
All right. Above.
Yeah, I'm going with O. I'm not doubting him anymore. I really he should be. He should be. Hey, he the truth.
After that, when we were talking about throwing the towel, there's no way. And he was just in the Super Bowl. Come on, 2 seasons in a row.
The truth. So I almost want to say he's not 4. I might want to put him at 3.
Oh no, I'm not putting him above Dill. That's not happening. I'm a piss test. You keep that up.
No. But yeah, I definitely, I would have the Falcons right there at 4. I agree with that.
All right,
that'll change.
Mm-hmm.
5, Tillman. No. I had the Cardinals. 2 seasons in a row in the playoffs. He was in the NFC Championship the year before. Lost in the divisional round this year. To me, I put him in the top 5. Yeah. He was the most successful in the NFC West, other than Dill.
About? I would go Bears
over the Cardinals.
Over the Cardinals.
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah,
because Bears was
number 1. Yeah, Bears was number 1 seed in the NFC prior to the playoffs.
Okay,
but the Bears.
But they do play the playoffs. At that point, who you beat in the playoffs means something, And
so, who did the Cardinals beat? They both lost. Then they both win their first. They both had a first round bye.
Mm-hmm.
Did the Cardinals win their first game?
I have to check the records.
Yeah,
but...
Bears. I know Bears lost. I'm pretty sure their first round, their second round game, and I thought the Cardinals lost too. I think the Cardinals lost to the
Seahawks.
Okay. And then maybe the Bears lost to the Falcons, maybe?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
No. It's the other way around. I think it was the other way around.
Okay.
I know the Seahawks to get to the NFC Championship beat the Falcons with the punter. So to me that's another way I give him respect too. But
yeah, for sure.
I know he beat the Falcons. So I know the Falcons advanced to get there, and the Seahawks had to advance because they were a wild card team.
Yeah, the Bears had, two good back-to-back seasons, in my opinion. Like I said, they were number one regular season team. And
that's why I rank
him
above. That's why I rank him above Tillman. Tillman wasn't in the playoffs the year before.
Yeah,
and then next year he was in the playoffs.
But that's where, and I know we're fine. It's probably close either which way. But that's why I would have them above the Cardinals because I think they were the number one NFC team in the regular season. The year before that, they were the number 2 AFC team in the regular season. For whatever that's worth, like I said, they didn't come out with the championship, but two great regular season for the Bears.
Well, you could be the consensus, though. Who do you think? Who would you rank? Who would you rank?
Well, Isaiah just put on here the Cardinals should be over him because the Cardinals beat him.
Cardinals beat him in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was switched.
Like I don't know when, but Isaiah said he lost to him.
Well, there you go, then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I just have played all these teams we're talking about, and I don't fear any of them, but I just remember the guy that had the most success against me was the Cardinals, and he's got a good team, and he played Dill real tight too. The people who played the champs real tight, get recognition for that too.
Yeah,
and he was up on him, and it took he had Dill had to come back. So that's just from my memory. That's
was that the game y'all played at the house, Dill?
Yeah. That was it.
That was a fun game, man. That was fun. Never do that again.
So that's Cardinals. Cardinals
4.
at 5.
Yeah, Cardinals at 5.
Cardinals at 5.
Yep.
So who's at 4?
Bears at 6.
Seahawks. No,
Falcons
who's at 4?
Falcons at 4.
Okay.
Yep.
Bears at 6.
Yep.
And they go Tillman 7.
Easy.
Chargers 8.
Yeah.
Yep. He gonna say something.
Who?
Chargers.
Oh yeah. I mean, he's in top 10, easy. He didn't get a win in the playoffs or anything, but he's in top 10, easy.
He beat me in the playoffs.
He did? Oh,
yeah,
he did.
He beat me.
Okay, so he's on the wall. He's on the wall.
He beat me. Beat me good too.
Well, you're in the playoffs, so Jags got to be in there.
I don't know.
Make the playoffs. Why not?
I don't know.
The playoffs.
Yeah, but I still feel like I'm not putting enough work in there, man. I'm really not. And I can tell my game. The only team I haven't beaten at all, or at least the owner I haven't beaten, is the Seahawks. Like he's been able to get over the hump, and I played some good games with.
You haven't beaten me either.
I played you.
I'm talking scrimmage. We're talking about in here.
Whatever. Call them
exhibitions count.
Exhibition. I thought they did, but maybe they don't. If you're not trying to win, then maybe they don't count. Nobody tries to win when they lose. I know that. I've learned that thus far. But
Roger that.
No, but I don't know.
I'm gonna shake it up. I'm gonna say because he's back. Cowboys.
Really?
This is season 3. This is season 3. I'm not looking at the past. I'm just looking at owners right now.
Yeah, I think you got to give people respect for what they've done, not for what they may be able to do. I don't know if I'll put the Cowboys up there.
He came in, and he,
I don't know. Like I said, I don't know. I would at that point, I would argue 49ers.
Well, I was going to say that. I was going to put 49ers.
So I would put 49ers.
I was hoping I would be able to get out of this podcast. I'll be honest with you. I would have smashed the thing.
Man, I ain't hearing that.
Yeah, I mean, I would have the 49ers before I would have the Cowboys. Right. That's my take.
I agree with that.
I think myself,
not that
it's going to be evenly in AFC and NFC. I think I'm probably the fourth or fifth team in the AFC.
Rams?
If I was so you look at the top 4 or 5 in the AFC and the top 4 or 5 in the NFC, I would say that the 49ers are in that top 4 or 5. So that would probably put you in the top 10, man. Hands down.
So I got 49ers number 9 for number 10. For number 10 though, it's either the Jags.
Well, who was 8? Who was 8?
Chargers.
Oh wow, he's that damn. No disrespect. No disrespect at all.
He had such an awesome season, and he's going to. I expect him to go 13-3 this season. Unless
he might. I think he might average 48 points this season a game, man.
Yeah.
Man,
not against everybody.
Not against everybody. I'd say season average, man.
His record is extremely favorable this year.
Yeah.
And, I think the guys that are his challenges should beat him, but he has he's going to be right back in the playoffs, dude.
I think he's going to take it as a total disrespect.
The Chargers.
Oh, yeah.
He's going to take it as a total disrespect to be ranked 8. I know that for a fact.
Everybody ahead of him beat him.
Yeah,
everybody ahead of him beat him, so he can't say that.
I'm just saying. Yeah,
so we should have Hoseyana above him too.
Oh no.
All right.
I guess either Vikings or Rams for number 10. You know what I mean? Unless there's another AFC team that's more deserving. There's people that you're going to the most fair 10 most fair teams. At the very very least.
Mm-hmm.
Between the Vikings and Rams, who do you fear?
The Vikings.
Or is it who's going to have a better season? Which is your top 10 going to be?
The Vikings.
So you think the Vikings?
Yeah, because the Vikings finished better than the Rams last season.
But the Rams was in a much harder division, so they
still gonna be in a hard division.
I know, but I'm saying like they may not have the records weren't that much off. The Rams had a chance to get to the playoffs towards the end of the season. I think
the Rams were like 10. The Rams were like 10 and
6, maybe something.
10-6.
Yeah, I mean they had a good, and I think that's their actual record that the Vikings ended up with.
Yeah,
was 10-6 as well, if my memory serves me right.
Hey,
and they got the Lions.
Both for a real good team. That passing offense, I think the Rams got is ridiculous.
A little bit scarier than
the
run game and the defense of the Vikings.
I would agree.
Hey,
I think the Vikings are a great team though because I play on week 1.
They're former champ. They're former FNG champ, so multiple champ actually. But
I play on week 1, so I'm gonna put them in the top 10. Done deal. Vikings in the top 10.
There you go. I'm outvoted, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. Isaiah said, Billups, you need to put that on the board. Talking about Chargers going to average 48 points.
He lost the computers. He lost the computer in preseason, yo.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. But hey, guys, the guys watching, please chime in. Let me know what your opinion are. This is just our opinion, just talking.
Yeah, no. This is the top 10. This ain't our opinion. This is the top 10.
This is the top 10.
Y'all give y'all opinions. This is the top 10.
Man, last season I got so many private messages talking about what you thinking about.
Damn!
I'm just trying to spice up the league.
Where am I at on that ranking again?
You're number 9.
I think we put you at 9.
I barely almost didn't make it.
Dude, you know you was gonna be on there.
The Rams actually were ranked higher than me last year.
That was only after that.
What's that supposed to mean?
What's that supposed to mean, man?
Oh, what was his division record?
Oh,
the Rams.
I think he was 3-3.
You can still pull that up, Trent?
No, I don't think it was 3-3. I don't think he was.
I think so because I remember looking at it and talking it out loud and looking at like tiebreakers.
I didn't sweep him.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'm almost positive he was 3-3.
Okay.
I just remember looking at tiebreakers and trying to figure out because a lot of you guys had a chance to be 10-6.
I remember my losses.
You lost 2 in a row back to back that took you out the playoffs.
It
one
was
versus Dio, and I think Seahawks beat you right back to back.
Yeah,
because you were right there.
Well, that's the thing. I played the reason why. Well, no, the teams that beat me were better than me, but usually I don't play games back to back. It was like right off of close to an advance, and literally I played Dill not Dill. Dorian literally right after my tough loss to Dill, and usually I would always at least wait 24 hours before I play a game, but I played him.
Yeah.
But I don't remember losing twice to Flash. Oh, I might have. He was in my first 4 games. That's how Flash beat me the first one.
Okay.
But I don't remember losing to him last season.
That's posted too, so we're good.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, I lied for you. That's what's up. No, I can't wait. Season 3. All right. We could just run down. I mean, nothing happened yet, but division leaders. What y'all think? Who's gonna win the division this year?
Everything other than our own divisions? Is that what we want to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine.
Because I'm about to say, everybody gonna call themselves AFC North. I have it going.
Got Browns.
No, it's coming back. It's coming back to me. I told Reggie, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, congratulations. You know, you brought the championship back to the family, but he's not winning.
The
So
division.
yeah, I'm taking North.
Oh, you didn't take the North? Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking North.
So Browns, Ravens, Steelers, Bengals.
I'm gonna go with the Browns in the North.
No, I was saying I was ranking the division since we
you put it in the order? You were saying?
Yeah, Browns,
Okay.
Ravens, Steelers, Bengals.
Yeah.
I'm actually fine with that.
Yep.
Because he didn't have to win the division to beat him.
Yeah.
You know, so he's not going to be a sweating his streak or his record. He just wants the Super Bowl, which is really all he has to worry about. Anybody disagree with that ranking?
Oh, you talking about the Ravens?
Yeah, he don't care about going on the streak.
No, he didn't care about the Super Bowl. His thing was he just wanted to beat me. After that, if he had lost, he didn't care. He said he was building his whole game around my game. That's it. Him winning the Super Bowl.
You guys are division rivals. He's supposed to do that.
Yeah. All right.
AFC South. Titans, Jags, Texans, Colts, or Colts, Texans?
What's going on with the coach? Are we going to get this owner? I know he was end of the season and he has some stuff going on.
We have a potential
AP.
guy for the Colts.
Okay.
But Jose and I have to get that. Actually, just happened last night. The news that we're talking about that we kind of haven't made public yet, but the Colts are currently a CPU now. We were full just a second ago, but Colts are now CPU. So, but I'm not guaranteed that the Texans are going to have a better record than the computer Colts.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be disrespectful. Titans, Jags, Colts, Texans.
Not even disrespectful.
Marcus, prove us wrong. That's all I gotta say. Just
Yeah, Marcus is if for any of y'all play what's basketball 2K19 or whatever, like go see him in that. He'll show you a different person. But,
if he wants to play somebody in 2K19 that actively plays, both Pete and Isaiah play that pretty consistently.
Yeah, so he's definitely has a great basketball mind.
Mm-hmm.
His
working on his football mind, huh?
Okay.
He's
Keep
watching the broadcast.
He has 3 good wide receivers for whatever that's worth.
And his safeties are bananas too.
His
safeties are all bananas.
I mean, the Texans on paper is a nice, really, really nice team.
Oh yeah.
I'm not sure what he was going through and what he was thinking when he was trying to trade his quarterback for aging Matt Ryan and all the other stuff. But
when he just got Axel Fold, well, you know what? I'm not even gonna talk about it anymore.
But yeah, I don't think that's disrespect. I think that's facts. I would put the Colts above the Texans. So I'm fine with that order. I want to put some more work into it, man. I think this is, he won the division, so I ain't gonna disrespect him. But I know both our games are really close. But I need to respect the game of Madden a little bit more than I've been doing, and give a little bit more competition to these top-ranked people.
Hey, we already disrespected somebody. Guess who? Who did we disrespect?
Marcus.
Chargers?
The Chargers.
We haven't gone to the AFC West yet.
No, but he's talking about the power rankings. He already chimed in.
I'm sure.
He said another season of disrespect.
Yeah.
Did he get a win in the playoffs?
He got me. He got me in the playoffs.
Okay. He's ranked above that person, right?
Yep.
Okay. He got just as much respect as he earned. AFC East. Let's see. This team plays the AFC West, by the way, this year. And I'm looking at it. I think that guy's going to be suspended again.
Yeah, we're on right.
You know what? I'm going to go Jets, Dolphins, Patriots, Bills.
Okay. Check us out, though. Check us out. We're live. All right, man.
Jets, Dolphins, Patriots, Bills, because I think the Dolphins got that division by default. They backed their way into the playoffs, and they didn't get a win. So I'm going to go with
the Dolphins won the division with 4 wins, right?
6 wins. They were 6-9-1. The Jets right now are 3-1. And in the preseason, I'm going to give it Jets, but I think the Dolphins will be right behind them. Then the Patriots and the Bills. So can't get right. Got to show us what he can get right this year.
I'm going to shake it up and say the Bills are going to win the division.
Ooh.
Is he going to play any of his games, or is he going to be suspended for all of them?
I don't know, but I'm gonna give this man a little respect. I'm gonna say he's gonna win the division, followed by the Dolphins, then Patriots, then Jets.
Okay.
That's good. I like it.
But I do think that division is going to be a division that's up in the air.
Well, so far the Jets have 117 points in 4 preseason games, so they're the highest scoring team in the preseason for the AFC East, if that's any. But anybody disagree?
You take that at $1, you still can't buy coffee, man.
You're right about that.
But yeah, be interesting.
All right. Well, now we head over to the AFC West, and we have the off-the-line Chargers. I think they will win that division.
I don't know. They're 1-3 in the preseason, man.
They didn't play their game against me. I was kind of looking forward to playing them too. See if he could drop 50 on me. And you know what? I say Raiders. Not Raiders. Chargers, Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders.
Wow.
Because I really think the Broncos are getting a game together. We're gonna see if they surprise the Chiefs this year.
I'm not gonna disrespect these other owners who are veterans.
I am.
So I'm gonna say Chargers, but then I'm gonna go Chargers, Chiefs, Raiders, Broncos.
Oh, okay.
All right. Hey, I'm telling you.
I know. But this is the same thing everyone said to Matt. Matt won his first game last year and wanted to be ranked number 1. Everyone said, beat somebody else,
Right.
And he did it, right? I mean, he ended up getting to the top 3.
He beat the Bears last year.
Yeah, so he handled his business. So
that was an impressive win.
That if Billy Jr. wants to be respected in the division, he's in the division.
Get a win against the Chargers, and we'll definitely be talking about you. So I'll be honest with you.
Chargers, Chiefs, Raiders, Broncos is my order.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
You disagree with that?
Who, me? Yeah, I do. I think well, just a minute ago, Billy just called me. I called him Billy.
Right.
I guess so. His first game is against the Chargers, Week 1. That's a statement game right there.
Oh yeah.
But honestly,
his first game is against the Chargers.
Yeah,
I thought the Chargers played the Falcons Week 1.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm sorry. Chiefs.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Chiefs. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, that's a big game for him right there. But I honestly believe the work he's putting in, Lavin, he definitely could finish second in that division easily.
Okay. Question is, can he make the playoffs?
Dillard takes his personal.
That's not. No. It's not personal. This is not personal. This is me playing him. So he's playing somebody that still hasn't lost in the last 3 seasons in the regular season. I'm 16-0. I lost in the playoff. I'm 16-0.
Okay, I just wanted to. You forgot. I'm glad you reminded. You lost in the playoffs, right?
You make the playoffs?
What's that?
I forgot. Did you make the playoffs?
I don't know. We still was drafting right around each other, right?
No, but it's not personal. It's just me playing him.
Was he in your wedding? Was he in your wedding?
Dang, Billups. Shut up, man.
Moving on to the NFC. NFC
personal.
North. I definitely see the Bears staying king of the North. Yeah. The Vikings coming real close. Packers following right behind. Even though they're challenging the Vikings a bit, they got to get some wins against the Bears for me to invite it.
When you say right behind, what do you think for the Packers? You think they're?
I believe the Packers can challenge the Vikings for number 2 in the division, but I can't think playoffs because of the other teams that are going to be vying for the playoffs. And the Vikings have historically shown that's Connor Barrett. His brother beats him usually, but there's been a couple close games where I think he's getting his game together. Okay. So, but I think it's ranked the way it is. And now Bears, Vikings, Packers, Lions. Ty, you got to show me what you got because you got a nice cornerback, you got a good line. Show me what you got because I don't see them changing unless they get some wins in the division.
Yeah, I see it being that exact order. I think it's a larger gap between the Vikings and the Packers. In my opinion.
Well, the schedule could determine that too, who they actually play. So, I guess still he agrees. I don't see much change in that division. Moving down south, NFC South, we had Joe Williams, who was the Eagles, moving over to the Buccaneers. No, not the Buccaneers, moving over to the Panthers.
Okay.
But I see Falcons.
Yeah, still the Falcons division for sure.
And at that point, it could be the Bucs, it could be the Panthers. Both guys I don't see vying for the playoffs. I think you can say Bucs, Panthers, Saints, or Panthers, Bucs, Saints. You know, Brian, who's the last Brian Rodriguez, who's the Saints. I haven't seen much from him during the season that made me convinced he would move up. So he's still got some work to do.
Yeah. I think the Panthers owners had some down years. I know he was with the Eagles.
Mm-hmm. And he was the Bears before
that. Then he had the Bears before that. Not really a great year. I think the Bucs have been at the bottom of the division, haven't they? The last couple of years?
No, it's been the Saints, I think.
Saints,
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So, the season will have to play itself out to see who gets number 2 in that division.
Yeah.
So, but they got a beast in that division, and I don't see it right now. I don't see them changing. The Panthers team itself is good enough to beat the Falcons on paper, but you got to play it. You got to outcoach them and you got to user it. So
my man gave up Julio Jones and still was doing his thing, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So much respect to him. That's his division. I don't think anybody's gonna beat him in that division.
Yeah, right now. Yeah.
But okay. I will go Falcons, Panthers, Bucs, Saints.
Right. So it's about the same. Yeah. I don't argue with that. Right. I doubt Dill has any disagreement with that either. But moving over to the East, NFC East. Here's where I see the biggest change because last season the Giants were number 1 in that division. I have the Redskins winning this division. Then I have the Cowboys. And then I have the Giants and the Eagles bringing up. Oh, hold the phone. I just remember who took over for the Eagles.
Who was that?
Dude.
Who's the Eagles?
Pete. This is dude.
Pete.
Redskins,
Pete.
Eagles, Cowboys, Giants. The Giants will go from first to last in this division. You heard it here first. It's Redskins, Eagles, Cowboys, Giants. And if you want to make a meme of it, prove me wrong.
So all right, the Redskins owner just chimed in on the power rankings. He said motivation, put up or shut up.
Yeah.
And they also make fun of course, Matt, saying, did you just lose the computer in the preseason? So, and Tiger, he also chimed in. But you talking about Tiger going down the last place?
Yeah, I don't disagree with it. I think if the Cowboys
have you seen the Tiger's schedule?
If he wasn't AP most of the season, he would have won the division. I mean, it ended up being a tie, and even with it being a tie, I think the Cowboys won the last game of the year head to head. They just lost the tiebreaker. So I agree. I think they
look at the Giants' schedule. Look at the Giants' schedule. They have the Rams, loss. Bengals, win. Cardinals, loss. At Browns, loss. At Cowboys, loss. Have the Ravens at home, loss. Eagles, at Eagles, loss. I'm sorry, no, not Eagles. They're at New York. That's after a bye. At Seahawks, NFC champions, loss. Redskins, they might go on they might go on a 12-game losing streak. No, not 12.
He has
11-game losing streak.
Too. He has the Bears. He has the Falcons. 49ers.
No, Dill. His first 11 weeks, he's got a bye week, week 7, but he's got Steelers. He's going to beat the Steelers. He might beat the Steelers. I don't know, but I'll give him the Steelers. Falcons lost. 49ers lost. Redskins lost. Seahawks lost. Eagles lost. Ravens lost, Cowboys lost, Browns lost, Cardinals lost, Bengals win, Rams lost. Dude, that is a tough. He's gonna go from first to worst. That is a tough schedule, dude.
I think he's gonna be at the bottom of this division, but all those teams you named, the other teams got to play as well. the biggest separator between a first place schedule and a last place schedule is those two teams that's in your division you got to still play, or league. So that game against the Bears and the game against the Falcons, both of those are probably losses. And those are two teams that the other teams don't have to play at all.
Correct, because he won his division.
Right. So that's going to be
the
really
division
different.
winners play all the division winners in your conference. So dude, this is ridiculous.
See, now I don't know about the Eagles, so only Tranks you can speak for them. But you count that game as a loss too, though, right?
Dude, y'all didn't know about Isaiah, and y'all don't believe me. Y'all gonna learn, because just to give you a heads up on him, dude. The guy has a balanced offense. He can run just as well as he can pass. He's got the thing that I like about him. He's got football IQ. Like he's got OG IQ too. Like he knows old football player. He got real football IQ, and he plays the game like that. So it's like I respect this game so much. He's a FNG playoff team. So him coming in, I just forgot about Pete. Now Pete is a little more reckless. He's closer to kind of Matt, where he just does what he want to do, but he's dangerous. The real question is how much Madden has he got in him from last time? But he was one of the high-ranked teams back in the day when Tiger was in there. Now I don't think it was in the same division as Tiger.
Well, you play on week 1, so you'll know right away how good he is.
Well, I didn't say he could beat me. No, I didn't say all that. But all I'm saying is, you look at that schedule, dude. Tiger is going from first to worst in that division because of even if he beats the Eagles and Cowboys in that schedule, that is a hell of a schedule, dude. That is ridiculous. I mean, and that's my man's and all, but
so you think more, greater or less than 3 wins during his first 12 weeks?
Less.
Less than 3 wins during the first 12 weeks.
Dude, that's a tough schedule. Now,
that's a tough schedule, dude. My schedule last year wasn't even that tough.
No. Yeah. I mean, mine's tough.
That is ridiculous.
Playoff
teams.
Tiger's about to join us. Just let you guys know.
That's ridiculous, dude. Because he knows how tough it is. Bears, Redskins, the Eagles is the only variable. Because the Cowboys gives them good games too. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I said, even if he beats the Cowboys and Eagles, dude, it's
a crazy schedule.
That's a crazy schedule.
I'm gonna call it and say I don't think he's winning more than 5 games
all season long
for the season.
Yeah, that sounds about right. If he goes better than 5 or 10, I would be amazed. Yeah. I would be amazed.
That's crazy. I ain't see that, man.
We're not even factoring in injuries. We're not even factoring, you know what I mean? Just everybody's healthy. Everybody's playing peak efficiency. Dude, that is rough.
He may not win the bye week either.
That's messed up.
But yeah, like I said, going back to the preseason rankings or whatever, or the divisions, NFC East, Redskins, Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, and the Giants have the toughest schedule of the 4 teams.
Yeah.
So. And I think the Redskins might have been ranked 3rd in that division. You know what I mean? Dude.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right. I can't wait to see that.
Yeah. And anybody disagree with me with that?
No.
With the
not at all. Not at all.
The only variable, like I said, if Pete hasn't been playing any games and he's all top, then it'll just be the Cowboys. It'll be just Cowboy Eagles, because I believe, dude, that record is ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the NFC West.
This is a big one.
I'll let you guys handle that one.
All right, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say Seahawks. We got them ranked number 2 in the power rankings, but I'm gonna have them ranked number 1 in your division.
Okay, let's try this again. What we're doing now is how do we feel the schedule is going to finish out as far as in the division. Yeah. Not where you rank them, because that's off the pass. Yeah. At the end of the season, where do you think they're going to rank in the playoffs? In the season.
Cards, Seahawks, 49ers, Rams.
So you have potentially the Rams out of the playoffs.
Yes.
Because I believe the 2 wild cards will come out the West personally.
So I'm gonna change it up a little bit. I definitely think there's going to be 3 teams to the playoffs in this division. So
That's how it was first season.
I'll say that first. I think it's going to be a difference. It's going to be that Tranks, you play a last place schedule, right?
Yes, I do.
So I think
yes, I do.
Those
I was 9-7, baby.
Right. Those are 2 additional wins you could probably book for Tranks in a way you can't book it the same way for the others.
No David Johnson for the Cardinals.
Yeah. So with that being said, I'm going Seahawks, 49ers, Cardinals, Rams. But I think the 49ers, Seahawks, and Cardinals are all going to the playoffs.
I agree.
That's my order.
So it's up to the Rams to prove us wrong.
Yeah. But I think, like that, the Cardinals team is a little bit different. Still a great owner.
David Johnson's over out is playing in Miami now.
Yeah, but I think the loss of him, along with him playing a first place division schedule, it's gonna change it up a little bit. So
yeah. So
that's my prediction.
All right.
Well, since Roosevelt is here, the Giants owner, maybe he can rank the NFC West. Or comment on it. I don't know.
I don't know if he's ready yet. He ain't saying nothing yet. There he is.
He about to be turned up. I already know it.
What's going on?
Oh, we got video chat with him.
Tiger Roar.
I didn't load up the computer. I went straight to the phone this time.
10-4.
I would have been on earlier, but we just got back from New York. So.
Oh yeah. I remember you were telling me you're going to New York.
Yeah, we went to New York to sign a few people, and then and then I remembered I'm not allowed to sign people, so I had to send them back on the mega bus.
Because Billups will damn sure get you.
but I set them tickets so after week 2 they can come back. So that's how it works.
Right. So hey, we just talked about you for a minute, man. We looked at your schedule, and it's looking like you ain't gonna win 2 to 3 games.
Yeah, y'all can say what you want, but I know week 4 I'm getting a win, so I hope that was one of the 2 or 3 games you counted.
Week 4. And I hope that's not against the Browns.
Yes, it is.
I hope that's not.
You think I didn't know that right off the top of my head?
Dude, you had a whole bunch of heavy hitter games on your schedule.
You know what? Lightweights can't be in the heavy ring. I'm in the heavy ring. But this is what I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna say this first of all. Yesterday I played with Josian for a little bit. I beat him down. That was just for the sanction. I beat him down for the sanction. and my first up on the list is the Rams, and I'm gonna beat him down because somewhere along one of your rankings you ranked him higher than me, so I gotta beat him down.
All right.
And it's just gonna keep going. So by the time I get to around week 4, I'll be stretched out on these little lightweights, and then I'm gonna come.
He just called the Cardinals lightweight.
Yes,
right.
he did.
And then based on what Reggie did to you, I'm going to remind you that the East goes through New York City. It don't go through Cincinnati. It don't go through Cleveland or Pittsburgh or any of these other cities. It goes through D-Man territory.
Here we go. All right.
Because I saw it.
Oh, we must sound like we lost him.
Mm-hmm.
If we do get him back,
frozen.
Well, when he does come back, after he's done giving us a contact high from that wherever he came from with the delusions of grandeur, I want to know where he ranks the NFC East and where he ranks the NFC West.
Yeah. But in my opinion, and I would love to kind of give what his thoughts are because I know he got a lot to say. In his first 13 games,
you talking about the
Giants?
Oh yeah.
I think he'll beat the Bengals. I think he may. This is not even a guarantee. He may. I think he'll split with the Cowboys. I think that'd be a toss-up. So he may split. And let's say the first win versus the Cowboys.
Oh, I didn't say the Cowboys were going to sweep him. I just said they're going to be ranked higher.
No, right. You know? So Cowboys game. I'll give him the first Cowboys game.
Man,
at Cowboys.
After that, the Steelers. But that's through 13 weeks. I don't see another win for him after that or before that.
He's back.
Yo. That was like the Ravens Niners Super Bowl. Y'all cut off the power. I don't understand what's going on. Y'all knew what was going on. Look, here's the thing. Here's the honest truth. I hope everybody thinks I'm gonna lose every game. Because then
No,
they
you're
don't.
not
They
gonna do
think
that.
they have a. They think they have a lightweight schedule. They get on there and they look up like Al Pacino and Devil's Advocate. Like, what happened to me? That's exactly what's going on.
Well, Tiger. How would you rank the NFC East, and how would you rank the NFC West?
I think the NFC West and the NFC East are the two best divisions in the NFC, especially with Pete coming in. Be honest.
Yeah.
Right.
He knows Pete. And he knows Isaiah.
And I think I got both of those divisions this season. And I'll be perfectly honest with you. All jokes aside, I think that this season is going to be a very good example of having to play your best football every week because there's not very many weeks off in the season. I saw. I think I have like 1 or 2 games. There's no one in my division that I haven't beat. Pete, Bat. I beat them all, but I can lose anyone any week. So I think that if at the end of the season, no matter what the record is, I'm only going to be better than I am right now. That's my position on it. So if I had to put money on it, I'm probably going to be challenged to be 8-8. I know that it's going to be a challenge.
8-8.
It's going to be a challenge.
I think some of us are saying you won't get more than 5 wins, man.
Yes.
Yeah, that's okay because some of those people saying that probably were on the winning side of games I probably should have won last season. So the difference last season and this season will be games that I should have won. If I just hold it together, I'm gonna beat them. Because you know all those other NFC champions, I had games where I had the chance to win the game at the end of the game and choke. And so the idea is that if I grow, I'm gonna win those games. If I don't, I'm gonna lose those games. But all those games were 1-score games. And they know that. And if you don't know that, you'll find out afterwards. Wow, I didn't expect a good game. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to all the post-game video conferences where they talk about, wow, what happened was.
Oof.
I want to see how many.
Save this podcast.
I am. I do. It's
Save this podcast.
Tiger.
I want to know how many other matches we have out there. What happened? He got lucky on the run up the middle. Or what happened? My guy got hurt. Or what happened? I don't want to hear that.
Let's get this church organ going. Get the church organ going.
You drinking that fish water back there, man.
Ooh.
Come on, man.
Schuylkill punch. Woo.
Tiger,
Yeah.
I don't know if I missed it or not. What is your record?
0-0.
No. What will be your record end of the season?
Oh man, that's not how it works. You look one game at a time. At the end of week 1,
yes,
I'm gonna be 1-0. After week 2, I'm gonna try to be 2-0. See how that works? Every week, I'm gonna go 1 week at a time. See, the problem is when you start looking ahead, you start 1, writing typos, 2.
Can I have the Rams on the phone? Yes,
nephew.
Flash War. He just said he's going to be 1-0 after week 1.
Exactly. I know, right?
I just want to let you
my
know.
goal is to be 1-0. And if I don't be 1-0, my goal will be 1-1. That's how it works.
Tiger, you gotta be on every podcast, dude.
Right. Look, if you start looking too far ahead, this is what happens. You start scribbling the wrong thing down. You start losing to your nephews in the playoffs. You start all this stuff happens, right? This is the stuff that happens. And to avoid all that, how you avoid that is you just look one game at a time. You don't see any whiteboards around me. You don't see any paraphernalia saying the Giants are the best. No. You see some fish. You either go fishing or you are the fish. That's it. That's how it works.
So he's saying he's not going to be in the playoffs, but he'll struggle to be 8-8. He's not going to be in 5-10, is what he's saying. He's 3 games better than we say here he's going to be. So potentially, he's going to at least have to split with the Cowboys and the Eagles. I see the Redskins sweeping them.
I'm saying this. Now this is on record. I'm gonna say, Tiger, you gonna be 3-13.
Ooh, damn. Oh, hold on.
But
hold on.
If I was 3-13, I'm okay with that. As long as one of those threes is week 4.
Yeah. Don't wake me. I'm dreaming.
So, here's the thing that's really funny. All jokes aside, here's the thing. You don't have to circle when you have a schedule like I got. You don't got to circle every week. You can circle the whole schedule.
Yeah.
Only on my schedule, I had to do less work. On my schedule, I only got to circle the bye week. That's it. That's all I got to circle. Everything else lines up.
I love it.
Look, how many other people's playoffs start at 10 p.m. tonight? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. How many other people's playoffs start at 10 p.m. tonight?
All right.
I dig it.
I tell you, the one guaranteed difficult win is going to be the week that I'm in Turks and Caicos. That's going to be a challenge to win that game.
When you supposed to go there?
May 17th that week. The end of that week. No, the beginning of that week.
You going on all these trips, man? I mean, would you invite somebody? Yeah, we want to go.
But
you like to travel?
But it might work out because I'm only going from like Saturday to Wednesday. So I think if I'm not wrong, I might be able to squeak my games around that so that I won't have to miss anything.
Right. All right.
So I gotta be communicative.
Yes.
There you go. What you have no issue doing?
Tiger. So now you said, how do you rank the NFC East? How's it going to finish? How's it going to finish? Not how who's
NFC
best
East,
or whatever.
NFC
East. How do you see it finishing?
You're
going to do your best to win it, but how do you see it actually finishing? Just so you know what mine was.
I'm gonna try to win it, but I think if I had to go on even money right now on the NFC West, I would say
NFC East.
Oh, I'm sorry, NFC East. And I'm gonna say I'm gonna go this route. I'm gonna say Zay, me, Pete, back.
Okay, respect. And how would you rank the NFC West this season? How do you think everyone's going to finish ranked in the NFC West?
Jedi, Wally, Seahawks,
what?
Cardinals.
Wow.
The Cardinals are going to go from first to worst.
What?
Hold on. Let me see the Cardinals. Let me see the Cardinals schedule.
No, I can justify it. This is how I'm going to justify it. First of all,
I love this.
Cardinals was not last season. Cardinals weren't 4 games better than Jedi. Period. First, and he threw away 4 games because you gave him the controller to advance. That was the first part. Second thing was I think that Wally's offense is going to get him over the top, and I think when he continues to put his running game in, he's going to play better than he has. And even against that division, he played well last season. So all you got to do is win the division. Third, last season the Cardinals and Seattle split. Right? And they split. And then the Seattle went on to do better.
Yeah.
Right? With a punter. So that doesn't magically happen. That means the guy has better skills, but he's not good enough, in my opinion, to be both Wally and Jedi enough to win that division. Right? And they're also going to playoff guys that are all going to have, and the Rams and the 49ers have easier schedules by postseason thing. So you put those variables together, that's how it's going to play out.
Fair enough.
You see him week 3. So you see him week 3, the Cardinals, and you see the Browns week 4.
Oof. Murder row.
I'm actually hoping y'all in the same house for both of those games.
He said invite the whole family over.
Invite the whole family over.
Invite the nephews.
Invite the whole family over.
Man, what?
Look,
season 3 is amongst us, man. Oh, yeah.
I'm looking for. Look, man, this schedule. I will be honest. This schedule is definitely with the people we have in the league. We have a full league. We got some champs here and there. We got people, perennial playoff people. This is probably the toughest schedule I've ever seen in this league for me. You know,
this was tougher. I said your schedule was tougher than my schedule was last year.
Yeah, I'm being honest, and that's not just talking smack. I just really believe that this is the toughest I've ever seen for me. And I never compare other people's schedules because I don't pay attention. I just pay attention to my own. And I looked at this and I was like, wow, 2 things going to happen. I could win 3 games. I could win 2 games. I could win 1 game. I could win 6 games. It don't matter. If at the end of this season, I'm not better, I'm not going to get better. Because if you don't get better playing these people week in, week out.
Well, your ass is going to be sore from them weapons.
But you know what? Like I said in jiu-jitsu, every whooping is a good lesson.
That's true. Very true.
If you don't get better after 16 games against tough people, then you're not going to get better. It's just that simple.
That's true. You're going to be exposed to a lot of good offenses and defenses. And personally, that's why I look forward to Chaz coming in my division, the Cardinals coming in my division. I was happy D came in my division because every division game, I get up anyway because I hate those teams in real life, but I get up even more because I know those guys will come. So
no, and I mean that. I mean and I say that with respect, not disrespect. I say that with like these people. They show season in, season out that they can play Madden pretty well, and they don't make the stupid mistakes. They don't make the big mistakes regularly. And the only way you can compete is to be in the same. Stop making the dumb mistakes. Stop making the dumb controller errors. Stop making the dumb play calls. Stop not seeing the weaknesses and holding the ball too long. All those mistakes you make that cause a loss. If every week you can't do that, eventually that becomes nature, and then that way you become a better player. That's all that really matters. All jokes aside.
Right.
But that being said, there are some underlying games in my 9-circle schedule, and we know at least one of them because I mentioned it several times.
Might be the Super Bowl for you.
And let's just say, I'm not going to call any names. I'm just going to say I don't like the color orange.
Hey, well, you're going to be 1-3. No, I'm sorry. You're going to be 1-2 before you see it. So you're going to lose to the Rams. You're going to beat the Bengals. You're going to lose to the Cardinals. You're going to lose to the Browns.
So you want to put your trophy online for that?
Oh, wow!
See, I earned my trophy.
Yeah, but you know what? When you think the trophy matters on your opinion for this season, when you want it 2 seasons ago, because you lost to your nephew that season, right? Okay, so 2 seasons ago, I'm asking if you're so sure that I'm going to be 1-3 when I get to you, are you willing to put your trophy on? That's a simple question, and see how confident you are.
Wow.
Yeah, you ever see Muhammad Ali talk himself into a corner? You're like, how does he get out of this corner?
Exactly. Yeah,
how is this painting himself right into a corner?
I mean, I'm guaranteeing victory against you. I can put my trophy up against that, but yeah.
Oh, so you're saying that I'm going to be 1-4 after our game? You won't put your trophy on that?
No, he ain't betting on your record. He ain't betting his trophy on other people's record. I already know that. I already know that. Because you could be 0 and something and still do that.
Right.
You ain't guaranteed to win.
Right.
You saw?
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that legalese you trying. Oh no, we ain't doing that.
Oh yeah, dude. It's gonna be good.
I promise you this. I'm gonna try my best to give you a good game. That's my goal.
Better game than the last one y'all played, right? And then y'all play last season?
No, we didn't play last season, but I would have given them a good game last season too.
Oh, okay.
Jedi, you weren't the only one scouting them last season.
Yeah, there was probably 16 teams scouting them.
Yeah.
Shoot. Every single team scouted them.
Man.
By the way, Dill, I have some news that we have to announce. Jose and I were going to announce during this podcast, but since he's not here, I'm the only one who can announce it.
Go ahead.
No, I wanted this to get done, but that's a piece of business that we have to get out.
Yep, let's go ahead and get into business.
All right. If you haven't noticed, we've updated the Constitution.
Yeah.
Right. We had to update it because
it was broken English.
Yeah, that's it. A penalty had to be assigned, and again, Stephen, as I've been saying, hopefully you understand. As it wasn't sarcasm, but I really believe you're doing an excellent job. He had to penalize me and a couple other owners based on the verbiage of the Constitution. So we had to change some things in the Constitution, and I appreciate you, Tiger Roar, for pointing out that it needed to be changed. So we obviously addressed that. Yeah. And in long story short, with that is, without going into the history, during weeks 1 of the preseason and week 2 of the preseason, you were only allowed to pick up 1 player. If you pick up 2, doesn't matter how many you drop, you're only allowed to pick up 1 player. Now, it's worded differently in the Constitution, but I'm paraphrasing because I'm doing the show on my phone. So you guys can read it. You guys, I would suggest everyone read the Constitution because there have been a significant change there. And there's a rule that we essentially add as far as scheduling games. Yeah. Okay? Here's how it works. And again, this is going to have to paraphrase it. I don't have it in front of me. But if you have not responded, now, first off, you got to tag your opponent and place your hey, here's my schedule for the week. When can you play? Right? You have to do that. If after 24, 48 hours or whatever from that time, your opponent has not responded to you, let's say 24 hours before the advance, all you have to do is let me or Hossein know, and you automatically get your opponent put on AP. There's not going to be us contacting them. There's not going to be anything like that. Essentially, if I'm playing Dill and Dill sets does a little thing, and inbox messages do not count. Okay. Again, obviously you have to read the thing. It's spelled out a whole lot better. This is coming off the cuff from me, but he puts it out for me to play. Hey, here's the days and hours I'm available. If Dillard gets no response from his opponent that he's tagged, and I suggest everybody tag their opponents in the weekly post that Hossein or I do with all the games that you have to play. If I don't respond to his post, and let's say it's 24 hours, like say it's 10 p.m. The night before, you can say, hey, Hossein, I haven't heard from Philly. I'm going to try to get my game in. Without even asking no questions, we're going to put them on AP. No questions, your opponent's going to go on AP. That is for the regular season only, because the scheduling for the preseason changes. You could have 24-hour advances, so there's no way we're going to really get that done. And playoffs is a little different. We kind of want those to be human games. So unless somebody's being excessive with their non-scheduling, we're going to be as flexible as we can to make sure that's a human versus human game. Does that sound clear enough?
I got one question on that. So let's say week 4, just hypothetically, I post at the advance I post a message to Diller, and for some reason his phone doesn't work for a couple of days, and then we ask him, hey,
wait, you did what?
Advance, he didn't respond. Does that mean I get his trophy?
Negative.
You know what? No. Check this out. Tony Tillman just said this. He said, if you beat me, he's gonna make you a medal. So there's your motivation.
Wow.
Tony, I'm gonna say this. I appreciate the gesture, but frankly, just beating Dillard wouldn't really be winning anything. So I don't really want a medal for that. I don't like participation trophies.
You don't need. Let me shut up. Woosah.
Because you know what that is? Just like I lose to him, it's just one game. It don't mean anything.
True.
One game.
Very true. But to digress, is it pretty clear? The rule change?
Yes, y'all did an excellent job.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, and one other addition to that.
I think it's really clear. I think it makes sense. I think it's good, clear.
It's even clearer. The verbiage is even clearer in the Constitution, but I wanted to make sure it was announced on the show as well.
Were they the only 2 points that you guys updated?
There is one other thing. Computer games, if you have not posted, computer and AP games, if you have not posted when you're going to play that computer or AP game, at our discretion, me and Hossein and myself, we can advance if all the other games are done. We're not going to be, hey, these games aren't. Nope. We're just going to advance.
Good. That's good.
Because unless it was, and obviously there's some exceptions to the rule, as in, if he tells Hossein, Philly hasn't contacted me, and he does that, let's say 10 a.m. the day of an advance, right? We'll still have put me on AP, or Hossein will still put me on AP. But if all the games are done, it's not fair to him to just advance. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So we're going to use our discretion as to whether or not we can advance or not. But we're letting everybody know, if you have a computer game and you wait till the last week to play it and you don't let us know, you type on the post, no different than when you would type to tell your opponent your schedule. Say, hey, I plan on playing my game at 5 p.m., my computer game at 5 p.m., whatever it is going to be. At that point, we're going to respect, hey, this is the time you have to play because you don't know what people's schedules are. Mm-hmm. But when we're done with not hearing from these guys as to when they're going to play the computer game. We're not dealing with that anymore. From now on, you're going to have to communicate, or you're going to get stuff simmed, and people are going to get injuries, and 2, the record's going to be different than they should be, because you get AP game way earlier than you should do. You know, somebody say, hey, just go ahead, I'm on AP, play the computer, and you're not doing nothing, and we're watching the post. And if you don't play it, your game could be simmed. And I don't want to hear any crying. I don't want to hear any whining. You take that loss, son, or those injuries.
Yep.
And
That's good
again, the
stuff.
verbiage is better in the Constitution, but I wanted to make that announcement because that's been a problem in our league, and it's not going to be a problem anymore.
Yeah, I think appreciate that. That makes sense. That makes sense. I was late to this to the podcast today again. I apologize for that. But I got a question. Are your earphones pink, Tony?
Oh no, they match my hat. It's red.
Oh, because they look kind of fuchsia.
Negative.
Always. Hey, D said our headsets look nice. So
thank you very much.
Are they the same thing?
They're the ones I've always used. I just use them.
I mean, are they the same? You both have the same kind?
No. Mine's don't glow right here. It glows on the side though. It'll light up. So. Oh, hey, $20 on Amazon.
What's the retail value on those, Deal?
$20, Amazon.
Yep.
Yeah. Don't go to GameStop. Hey, they'll get you. Like these right here is like $60 on GameStop.
I have a good pair, but I think they only glow when I actually plug them in the computer as opposed to Xbox.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
There is a USB dongle that requires, there's a dongle that does the left and right, and there's a USB dongle as well. There's 3 instead of the normal 2 if you want to get the extra lights on both sides or whatever. And when you turn the lights off, it's really bright. When you turn the lights off, you have a little light, but this light's really bright. But it's fun.
It hasn't helped his Anthem game. Just saying.
Hey, I'm the highest ranked. I'm the highest ranked in the team. All right, so just chill. And highest power level. Yeah, that's our new hotness right now, the Anthem. So, but yeah, that was a good piece of news. It's important. Everybody know it. Now, what's going to happen? Just so you know. People are going to be shocked when we're just advancing, and they're going to ask, and we told it here. Hosean's going to make a post like he always does, and people ignore it. But we're going to make a post, tag everybody in there. But it's up to grown men to do their job and read. Yeah, I know it's hard for a lot of people, but do their job and read because we're not holding people's hands anymore. There's too much excitement and interest in people getting their games in, and we get these games moving forward and getting them done. Advance, we might even get 6 seasons out of this.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that's what's supposed to help. And we've been looking for the right words to do it, looking for the right way to do it, and we kind of think we came up with it. And then if there's any changes you think we should make, contact me offline and contact me inbox if you think the verbiage could change, because we can modify it a little bit, but we just want to make sure that we're helping the season move along as much as we can.
Yep. Just side note, so everybody knows, I'm not a commissioner. So please don't hit me up with questions. Hit up Hosean or hit up Tranks. And I'm not on a trade committee either. So don't tag me on the trades.
You get all your trades through. All your trades go through. You're on the committee. All your trades go through.
No, all my trades don't go through.
Committee. Yo, y'all got your ears on. Can y'all do your job tonight? Because it's events, and I know that spot. Can somebody? I've been polite. Can y'all?
Well, no. I'm gonna tell you right now. Here's the thing. I am going to play my game, and the only thing that stopped me from getting this game in is sound check came half hour before kickoff for this show, and after I'm done the show, I'm going to review everything and submit it. And all these trades will be preseason trades; they won't count as your regular season trades. Anybody submitted it before the advance.
I'm just concerned. I'm actually less concerned about myself. I'm more concerned about Wally needing that spot if he needs it.
Well, let me just say this. And the trade community feels the same way. We don't care about his spot because no, I'm serious. And it's anybody that has a trade thinking they're going to hold up a trade for a spot. Don't get a guy cut trying to hold. If you want to trade that guy, keep him on your team. Get under 53. If you advance, you advance. Your trade won't count for the regular season. We'll make sure it goes through or not goes through, whatever happens. Fair enough. We don't give a damn about nobody's 53 roster. The guy you want to trade better be on there.
Y'all know if he wasn't the Rams, he wouldn't have said that. I'm just saying, y'all right. That's that NFC West love. If that was Seahawks, Cardinals, and Rams, he don't give a damn. But if that was the Colts or Patriots,
not the way I advance it. What are you talking about?
Advance.
Yeah. One other thing with your schedule, your games, I see a lot of posts where people are like, "Hey, somebody tagged the 49ers or somebody tagged the Jags." All those owners' names are listed under files on our Facebook page as well. So all you gotta do is take 2 more seconds and do a little research, and you'll find out who your owner is also. So,
it's in the files section.
Has the list been updated?
Yes,
it has been updated.
As of
And
right now.
it's pinned. Yeah, it's pinned to the top of the page too.
Yeah.
So it's like it's never going to drop. It's always one of the top ones you can see because that type of thing is important when you go to tag people. But if you're posting and it won't tag, just say, hey, tag one of us or somebody. Hey, I can't seem to tag this guy, and somebody will do your solid and tag him for you. At least do the effort. Because if I see you try to tag him and it didn't work, I'm gonna stop what I'm doing and do it because I want you to get your game, and I don't want that to be a reason why you can't get in because that's priority.
Yep. All right. So, hey, fellas, so we're at an hour and 35 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, excellent job, though. A lot of stuff we covered. One thing I'm going to say, though, season 3, what I've seen is I came into season 1 playing a certain way, dominating. Season 2, I had a lot of close games. Season 3, I'm starting to see the skill gap be level. We're seeing a lot of people, their game is stepping up. So I definitely see that top 10, possibly whatever, Tiger. Not you, dude. Dude, I can see you, man. Look. I see you. All right. So I definitely see, the top 10. It's gonna be shuffled around a lot this season. I'm predicting that. But it's gonna be fun. Season 3 is gonna be nice. The only thing I ask, something we covered, schedule your games. When we advance every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time, Saturday night, 10 p.m. Eastern time. Just start communicating. I think we got some guys that were in the league that's no longer in the league that was holding up the league.
Yeah, we're working on that too.
Yeah. So but we have a nice, more than I say 70% of the guys in this league that's on it.
Oh, one piece of news too that I forgot. It's in the paperwork and the verbiage, but the times you were placed on AP by either Hosiana or myself and didn't do it yourself is going to be tracked and it's going to be part of your end of year evaluation. So if we're full and we got to get somebody in and you're a guy we always got to put on AP is not playing the games, we're going to replace you. It's just what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And trust me, we've been kind to this point, so you've been getting a pass. At this point, it's getting too holding the league up type thing. So I want to make sure that was in it too. I'm sorry.
No, that's good. No, you interrupted. Next, I'm glad you brought that up because, we're at 32 teams. And even if we're at, like, say, 30 or 29 or 28, we still got a solid 28 owners, right?
Oh, yeah. It's always been that way too.
Right. So now we're at 32. We got some people that want to be in the league. Guys, you don't want to miss out on this. There's some good stuff that's happening right now in FNG that I love the direction this league is going. We got people that, there's not the same owners. What I'm saying? Like Trank is his own man. And we got Tiger, bringing what he brings to the table. I don't know what it is, but
what you're saying is you got some more cousins and nephews you want.
No.
Because it sounded like you got some more family members.
No, I'm just saying people that's in this league don't get kicked out of the league. I'm not saying we kick people out, but just participate. You know what I'm saying? Be involved. Bring something to the table.
Communicate.
That's the biggest thing. Communicate. There you go. You ain't got to do this. You ain't got to get on the show. You ain't got to do the interview what Matt did and D did. But still, just communicate. Play your games. That's something that the Bengals owner, Tim Hewell, you never see his face. You never hear his voice, but he always plays his games.
Mm-hmm.
Did you guys talk about the rankings already?
Yeah, top 10.
Did y'all see the message that Matt put on the thread?
Yeah, I brought it up. Another year of disrespect.
I know. I just was trying to figure that out because y'all disrespected Zay. Zay coming for y'all. I'm telling you right now. Y'all made it more difficult for me, by the way, because he's pissed now.
The power rankings are different than the way we rank people in the divisions because power rankings are based on what happened last season. And
no, I got you.
Because we could only base off where they were last season. But my rankings, I ranked them number 1 in the division. So did you rank them number 1 in your division. So power rankings can change, but right now where we're at.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's going to change. No, it's going to change.
I didn't think it mattered because, like I said, everybody's 0-0, and
right.
Game at a time.
Yeah, that's it. And then when I play you, you're gonna be 1 and 2. And then
you can't count. See, here you go. He can't count again. How can be 1 and 2 after we play when we're four games in? I mean, this is what I'm saying. This is that math thing.
When he plays you,
you don't do
you
math.
will be 1 and 2.
When I play you, you will be 1 and 2. See, there when you talk. Come on, Tiger. Stop drinking that fish water, man.
So what's going to happen after that is what?
No,
1
I
and
doubt
3.
that. I doubt that. 1 and 3. Thank you, Trent.
But you know what? You gonna hear it if you lose.
Oh yeah. Oh
I'm
yeah.
gonna let you know that.
You know what he's gonna hear?
Hey,
Yo, if he loses after all this, you know what he's gonna hear? Ding dong.
Yo, I got what happens if you lose. If you lose, you gotta buy a New York Giants jersey and wear it. Not jersey, I'm sorry. A New York Giants t-shirt and wear it for the next 3 podcasts. Minimum.
Who, me?
Yes, you. If you lose to the Giants, you gotta wear a New York
sticky,
Giants
with a sticky that says "I'm sorry, Tiger." One for each team.
Let me shut up. All right, I'll take that bet. I'll take that
10-4.
bet. All right, and Tiger, if you lose, you gotta wear a Bengals jersey or a T-shirt.
I'll wear a T-shirt, you know, that represents the Bengals. The Bengals.
I'm
a Bengals fan.
He's a Bengals fan.
Bengals. I like Tigers. That doesn't hurt me.
Yeah. Well, there you go. It's easy bet then. Good.
Right.
We got that
bet.
settled.
Browns. If he said Browns, that'd have been a little more challenging. But okay.
No. Hey, y'all got anything else?
He don't even believe in his own team. Look at that.
Nah, you know Domino's never leaving, so he's not gonna he's not giving up the Bengals. You can forget that.
Yeah, I know. All right, y'all got anything else?
I'm good. We're super squared away.
We're good.
Hey, you know there's love here. I paused the Oscars so I can be talking to you guys. Just let you know.
Oh, come on, man. You know it's
Much
always
appreciated.
Yes, sir. This is what we love to do, man. Thanks for joining and chiming in. And
you're always welcome too.
Yes, dude. Yeah, they talking about you on the live chat too on YouTube. Yeah, they are.
Yo,
no, but
they can talk all they want.
No, it's good stuff. You know, they say you funny on here, so no, it's good. It's all good. But yeah,
good.
guys are watching. If you want to join, just hit me up.
Tillman, start the presses.
Now I know Tim is working on Reggie's right now, so we put a picture out.
Yeah, he already did.
Yeah, but again, congratulations to Reggie. Reggie,
imagine
you deserve
that trophy
it.
of a tiger chewing up a bear.
Tiger, you come on. This thing has made every podcast. But Tiger, the only way you gonna
that looks like there's dust on it.
I ain't going there with you. I got nothing else, fellas. It's been a successful.
We cleared the table. We cleared the table, right?
Forget Tiger. He ain't invited that no more. Forget you, Tiger.
It's always a pleasure, man. It's always a pleasure.
Yes, sir, man. God bless, man. Good luck to y'all. Tiger, I'll see you week 4.
Yeah.
So you're gonna see me before that.
I got it. Hey, good luck to y'all. Hey, Tiger, Trank, stay on, man. Don't hang up.
10-4.